Hi friends, welcome to Yoga with Sarah Trapani. So grateful for your presence here. One of my viewers, Shelly, requested a Mandala Flow, which is a flow where you turn essentially 360 degrees on the mat. So I'm going to offer that today. It's a well-rounded full body stretch practice. And I appreciate you joining me. So grab your mat and let's get started. So let's have compassion for wherever you're at today and trusting you can back off at any point if you need to in this practice. And we're going to start this flow in downward dog. Finding your way into downward dog. Palms are shoulder width distance. Feet are hip width distance. Send your lower back high as you let your head hang, and you can shake your head a little bit. Arriving in your body, arriving in your practice today, and giving yourself permission to be here. And pedal your feet, waking up your legs. Everything else outside the space falls away as you take this time for yourself to connect with yourself and check in with how you feel. And what's your intention for today? Let that intention guide your effort. And we'll lift our heels and wave into a plank. We're going to bring the knees down. When you exhale, press back toward child's pose, toes tucked. So we're going to warm up a few times in this way. Inhale, wave forward, look forward or up. Exhale, slide the hips back up to downward dog. Twice more. Inhale, float to plank. Knees come down. Exhale, hips to heels. Inhale, waving forward. Exhale, pressing back. And inhale, waving forward, knees down. Exhale, child's pose. Hands are in the same place the whole time. Inhale, waving forward. Exhale, back to downward dog and let your head go. Now, in this downward dog, stretch your right heel high for three-legged dog, and let's inhale. Exhale, step your right foot through, right between your hands. Right knee is over the heel. Touch your left knee down, back toes are tucked. Sweep your arms overhead into crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Inner thighs scissor apart as you lift and arch through your upper back. Inhale, looking up, reaching up. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. Now lift your left knee. Spin your left heel down, preparing for Warrior Two, and we'll cartwheel all the way up into Warrior Two, dropping your right thigh down toward the floor. Now turn your right palm up, reverse warrior, left hand to left thigh, right arm sweeps up and over, gazing up toward the sky. Inhale, straighten your right leg all the way. Take your right hand behind your head, turn your right toes in, your right heel out. Take your left hand on top of your right hand. Lift your elbows, look up on your inhale. Exhale, start to fold. And as you fold, take your hands onto imaginary back pockets or interlace your fingers and wring your arms away from the back. And let's inhale and exhale, let it out. Letting the crown of head descend. One more inhale. Exhale, gently release your hands in between your feet. Look at your left foot and walk your hands toward your left foot, turning your left toes toward the back of your mat. Swing your right heel over the toes. Plant your palms and step to plank pose. Lifting your lower belly, spread your collarbones and lower down chaturanga on your exhale, all the way down onto your belly. Inhale, gliding into a back bend, cobra pose, or upward dog where you root through the tops of the feet and lift your knees. Exhale, we're meeting in downward dog. Couple breaths to find a reconnection to your breath, to a sense of ease in your effort. And when you're ready, stretch that right heel high up to three-legged dog. Keep lifting your left underarm as you inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, slide your right foot through. Touch your left knee down, back toes are tucked. Inhale, sweep up. Reaching up, finding your back bend in that crescent lunge on the inhale. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. Now lift your left thigh and spin that left heel down, preparing for Warrior Two. Cartwheel your left arm up and over. Find Warrior Two, gazing over the right fingertips. Drop your tailbone down. Soften your toes. Turn your right palm up, reverse warrior, left hand to left thigh. Right arm sweeps up and over. Breathing along that right side seam. We're going to straighten the right leg all the way. Inhale. Exhale, right hand to the back of the head. Turn your right toes in, your right heel out. Take your left hand on the back of your head. Hug your elbows in, look up. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to fold and take your hands onto the back. Interlace your fingers and let the arms peel away. And we inhale. And we exhale. Take the hands in between your feet. Now look at your left foot. Walk your hands toward your left foot. Turn your left toes to point toward the front of your mat again. So we have made that full 360. Step your left foot back, plank. Now you can either go right back to downward dog, or you could lower through a plank pose. Take a back bend and meet back in downward dog when you're ready. So we're breathing there. So we're going to come down into tabletop and then stand up on the knees, engaging your gluteal muscles, taking one camel pose, Ustrasana, sliding your hands into imaginary back pockets, lifting your chest. Taking this modified version, inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, gently pull the belly in and release. We're going to come back into a child's pose with feet flat. And just wring out your hips for a second. Wring out your back. Wag your tail. Spread your fingers wide. Now lift your belly. Inhale, glide the chest forward. Tuck your toes, press back. Downward dog. So we're going to do the same Mandala Flow, starting with the left heel. Inhale, left heel high. I'm going to do minimal instruction. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your left foot through. Right knee down. Sweep your arms up into crescent lunge. On the inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. Lift your right thigh, spin that right heel down, and cartwheel on up into warrior two. Gazing over the left fingertips. Flip your left palm up, reverse warrior. Sweeping the left arm up and overhead. Straighten your left leg all the way. Left hand behind the head. Turn the left toe in, the left heel out. Take your right hand onto the back on the top of your left hand. And feel the back of the head move into the hands. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, fold and swing the arms around. And interlace the non-habitual finger on top and let the head go. One more inhale. Exhale, gently release your hands in between your feet. Look at your right foot. Walk your hands toward your right foot. Turn your right toes to point straight ahead. Swing the left heel over the toes and step to plank. So you can either go right back to downward dog or lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let's inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Now stretch that left heel high again. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, left foot through. Right knee down. Sweep your arms forward and up. Finding a back bend. Inhale, pull your arms back, lift your heart. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. Lift your right thigh, spin that right outer heel down. Cartwheel up to warrior two. Left palm up, reverse warrior. Inhale, left side body. Straighten that left leg all the way. Left hand behind your head. Left toes in, left heel out. Right hand on top of the left. Elbows squeeze in. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, just take a little variation of a cactus arm. Melt down and take your hands onto your back or interlace the awkward non-habitual finger on top and let the arms ring away. Finding the end of the exhale. And inhale, and exhale, hands come down in between your feet. Look at your right foot, walk your hands towards your right foot, turn your right toes to point straight ahead, swing that left heel over the toes, step to plank. So you can go back to downward dog or lower down, chaturanga. Take an inhale, cobra. Exhale, one last downward dog. Nice work. Inner thighs lifting up toward the sky. Walk your hands toward your toes and turn your toes out, your heels in. We're going to drop the tailbone down into a squat with the elbows on the insides of the knees. Lift your chest. Touch your thumbs to your sternum. Look up. Inhale. Exhale. release your fingertips forward, squeeze your knees into your upper arms, and just round a little bit, dropping your chin toward your chest. And start to lift your gaze up and take your hands back behind you and gently sit down. So we're going to inch our way forward toward the top of your mat. And go ahead and come all the way down onto the back. When you come on the back, a gentle hug of the knees in toward your torso and a rock side to side, really massaging out your lower back. And we'll take one full happy baby, reaching for the outer edges of the feet or the ankles or shins. Evening out. Rocking a little bit, massaging all along the spine. Let the head relax. Then gently release your feet, mat width distance apart, cactus arms, windshield wiper. And over the next few moments, gradually make your way toward your final meditative Savasana for today. So either knees knock in for constructive rest, or you can let your legs extend out. And we're resting in Savasana, letting all of the worries melt away, all of the stress melt away. The floor supporting you, really loosening up your lower jaw, letting the tongue relax away from the roof of your mouth. Letting the thigh bones drop down toward the earth, so you feel grounded and rested. And remember in your mind's eye and in your heart your intention for today. Think about any insight you may have noticed from within. And invite gratitude for anything at all, finding a gratitude practice. Anything you have to be grateful for, you're focusing on that just for the moment. As you wiggle fingers and toes, you're going to wake up sensation in the body. Eventually reaching your arms overhead for a big resetting stretch, hitting the restart button. And then hugging one leg at a time back in toward the body. A little hug, inviting compassion for all that is right now. And slowly and gently, when you're ready, roll to either side and mindfully press up to sit. Making your way back up into a cross-legged seat. Thank you for you. Thanks for practicing. I'm wishing you joy, peace, health, strength, courage, and always trust on the journey. Namaste. Really grateful that you chose to practice with me today. I really, really appreciate it. And please do like, share, subscribe. And I'm always asking for you to hit that super thanks button if you're enjoying my channel. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Always looking for suggestions or requests in the comments as long as they're nice. Okay, bye-bye. Take care.